Hey, what's up? It's Kalifazz inviting you to this next episode. Tonight, our special guest from Waco, Texas, the one and only Mr. Marcus Daniels.
El Pajaro Negro.
Yeah.
Right here on, you'll catch us on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple, on Google Music. Oh my God. And on Anchor. Everywhere you get your podcast. So right here tonight.
That's right, so don't forget, grab a beer, enjoy it, have fun. It's Marcus Daniels coming up next.
Mr. Contigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, it's time for the Kalifazz Puro Beach Party Podcast. And now, your hosts, Kalifazz and the funny guy, Murray.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Amigos, bienvenidos una vez más a the Kalifazz Puro Beach Party Podcast.
El pi, 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 pi.
That's right, it's your buddy Kalifazz once again. Aquí con my brother, my twin brother, Guy, the funny man. How you doing, Guy?
I'm good, brother. What's happening?
Oh, chingado. Ay,
okay.
we started already. Damn, man.
What you guys doing? You look very Chinese, sir.
Why are your hands wet?
Why would
En la madre,
It's a good time. It's a good time. You see what you got there?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Amigos, bienvenidos. Welcome once again to another podcast show, man. We're hopefully you guys are enjoying our other podcast, but you know what? Sometimes we get these ugly ass people that come on the shows. I won't mention names.
No names.
No, D.
No,
Did you say D?
I said no names.
Oh, I thought we were doing the A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so anyways, today we have a special guest. The vatos all the way from Waco, Texas. Did you know that there's another tejano que es negrito and he speaks Spanish?
Would that happen to be El Pajarito Negro?
No digas pajarito. They say El
Pájaro
Pájaro Negro.
Because he's a big one, not an ito.
That's
He's a big
right. Amigos, bienvenido a mi amigazo, su amigo, the one and only El Pájaro Negro, a.k.a. because si Dalia le dice así, Mr. Marcus Daniels. Marcus Daniels, welcome to the podcast. How you doing, brother?
Thank you, brothers. It's an honor. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh my God, it's such a pleasure to have you, man.
Why is it a pleasure?
Because it's Algo Soft Tuffdiggler, man. It's Algo Suave.
Oh, shit.
Es el Negro Suave. Aquí estamos con el muchacho. Salud.
Wow.
I think I have too many nicknames, don't I?
I have that problem with branding. It's like they call me daFunnyGuy. I'm also chubby. I'm also Mr. International. But
Okay.
and I'm
like
just or just Guy. And so when you get all these names and the people start notoriety, he goes, my brother, and now I got my family's like, that's not your brother. I'm like,
Vato. Remember I said,
I know.
we're like the 10.
Yeah, we're like 10. Arnold
You're the
Schwarzenegger
uno
and
y
you're...
yo el cero.
Yeah. Oh, the 10. I get it.
Vato.
You're the 0.
Well.
You're the 0 with your starting number. You're the point. You're the beginner.
You know, this show is just starting, and you guys are already picking on me. But anyways, I want to say I'm so honored because you know what? I've been doing this for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And you know what? There was one time I was going to interview Dee Burleson.
Right.
And you know that vato from Culturas. And the vato couldn't do it. So I said, what do I got to do so they can look like brothers? So I call. You remember that one?
Yeah, you're just like, well, maybe half the people wouldn't know the difference.
So everybody, tell everybody who Marcus Daniels is, because we know who you are, but maybe they don't. But they better know because we all know who you is.
Marcus Daniels out of Waco, Texas. I'm just one of those brothers that I was born on one side of the tracks, but I hung out on the other side. So you have to be a country boy to understand about the tracks. I don't know if you California guys know about the tracks.
I get you on the tracks, yeah, bro. I get you.
The only thing I know about tracks is the 8-track tapes.
So I mean,
fill me in on it, Mary.
All right, so 8 tracks. I mean, the tracks. I mean, you got the railroad tracks and the borderline.
Órale.
And then you got the other side of the borough, but you can't cross on that side. So he's from the side of the track.
Did you say
west side?
Right.
The west side?
I was east side.
He was east side. Okay.
There was really no tracks here.
But it's
in
just,
Waco, Texas.
but you have to keep
It
it
was
separated.
just the east side of town, but all the pretty girls are on the south side of town.
Oh!
Happened to be over there, and I just happened to fall in love with tejano, the culture, the dance, the people.
Oh yeah.
And every since I was a young Chad.
Did you take a lot of heat? Not being a Mexicano. Just doing all Tejano music, singing in Spanish. Did you take a lot of heat from any friends, or do you feel that it was hard for you to be accepted, or not?
No, it wasn't like that because and just like Tejano's everywhere, always diverse. Just like in California, you in 1 minute I know you guys listen to the oldies, and then you're pulling out the conjunto and the Tejano and the rap music, everything. It was diverse, and that's the way it is. It was the way it's here. It was here in Texas, in Waco. So
what I'm gonna ask you to do next time you say California, it's Kalifazz. Let's get that straight. It's Kalifazz. You and I know about that. Come on, man. In California, it's Kalifazz.
That's your name, though. You okay?
Hey, we is California, brother. So that you started in La Onda Tejana at what age?
When we started going to quinceañeras, around 12, 13 years old, I stood in our first one, where I think we were like the 10th grade, and ever since that one, we were just crashing quinceañeras ever since then.
That was it.
Yeah.
Were you wearing the platforms? Did you have the braids and all that kind of stuff?
No, dude, I'm the flat top. Never know.
Oh shit! Was that Kid and Play?
Kid and Play.
Dude, I watched that stuff. Wow. So then you say, I'm gonna sing Tejano, I'm gonna sing Espanol, and that's what you did, right? Because you also sing country.
Not from the beginning, man. I didn't start this singing thing until my 30s, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. So I would occasionally do karaoke here and there. But it was just country.
Wow.
But eventually, when the karaoke became more popular, you finally start seeing some Tejano songs in there.
Wow.
And oh my! When I saw that, I was just flipped out. Like, this is, what I really love. And when I was able to, just had the nerve to get in front of people and start singing Tejano songs, that's when someone needed a lead singer for a band. So it happened.
And what was the name of that band?
Grupo Sistema.
Sistema.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you just sang. You play an instrument?
I have a guitar, but I won't say I play it. I know 4 chords.
4 chords. You know what? You can get away with 4 chords.
Does that mean 4 chords? The guitar has 6 strings. Is that he only has 4 strings?
Well, no, he goes up and down the progression, and he only has 4 chords.
Perdón, man.
Right.
Again.
That's how most music is.
And then most country songs, all you need is about 4 chords, and you can get through the whole song.
Absolutely.
And that deep voice.
Yeah, well.
So once again, man, it's an honor once again to have here Marcus Daniels.
Thank you, bro.
The vato says he's from Waco, Texas, from a little town that's not even on the GPS. It's like 10 blocks. It's 10 blocks.
Okay.
And he's got one friend. His name is Donald J. Medina.
Mr. Medina.
Yeah, Mr. Medina. So, but you live in Waco, but you're living a little ranchito, right? A little rancho.
Man, we're not that country, bro. It's a small town, but yeah, that's my buddy, man. He's for a while we were just a few blocks apart. And, he's been supporting me from the beginning. So big shout out to Don.
Wow. So let me tell you, I know. I've been doing this for a few years, and you've recorded a lot of songs. But you've done how many duets have you done? Because I know you did one with Dee Burleson, and you've done one with, was it Bobby Cricket?
Bobby Cricket. I've done one with Fidencia Lopez.
Big shout out to Fidencia Lopez.
Yeah. Shay Reina.
Shay,
And Aisha.
Aisha, órale. Aparacio, right? You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That's what you guys should check that out. That one's it's a remake of Atlantic Star, Always.
True that.
So, yeah, we call it Siempre.
Siempre.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. My producer, my keyboard player, Sotero, put it together. I thought he was nuts when he came up with the idea, and actually, if I'm not wrong, Sedalia came up. DJ Sauce came up with the idea for me doing.
Sorry, we don't talk that name on this show. I mean, we only promote, but we don't talk about Sedalia. We don't. Who? Sedalia from Sauce Radio, or I don't know who she is.
Yes, she came up with the idea for me to do the duet with Aisha, and then Medina came up with the idea for me to do the duet with Dee Burleson.
You know, it's funny. I've been telling this man for a couple of years already.
Right.
Couple of years I've been telling him, Vato, man, I want to sing, man. Yo quiero cantar contigo. He goes, you ain't tall enough and you ain't dark enough.
Oh man,
I was hurting, man.
He did not say.
Well, I exaggerated just a little bit. Puro
Kalifazz.
Puro pinche body, man.
Yeah,
puro pinche body. Hey, so let's talk some shit right now.
All right, what's going on, man?
So this show is probably going to air in about 2-3 weeks from now, but I'm going to tell you guys one thing, man. You're talking about, there was this Tejano Fest out in Catiro City. Unfortunately, cayó el pinche aire. It was like 50 miles per hour. Man, if Kalifazz would have been there, Kalifazz would have been flying with all that air.
Yeah, for real.
No,
Como un baloncesto.
In other words, with all that wind,
the
show was canceled because Dios Enterprise was putting the show back.
Por el cabezón que está pasando como un balón. Okay, I get it.
Well, I mean, I would have flown without 50 miles.
Yes,
I would have been like Superman. But
Superman.
Anyways, Marcus Daniels and his beautiful lady Cynthia, they come all the way from Waco, Texas. I mean, and they met up at Cathedral City. I gotta tell you guys one thing, man. You know, I got in trouble because I had to save some chairs for this vato. And we're waiting for this vato to show up. But no.
Muy famoso
el carajo.
Okay.
Famoso.
No.
He waits. You know, it's like me. I wait till at the end, so Kalifazz! You know?
Yeah.
No, I like to be there first because,
right.
you know, this guy shows up. El único pájaro negro that shows up in that place. Oh my God, dude. The ladies, even the guys are all crazy.
Man.
Come on, Vato, come on.
No.
Wow.
It wasn't like that.
But honestly, kidding aside, how did you feel that love? Because, you know, I feel because of internet radio, and a lot of people won't say that. A lot of musicians won't give credit, but internet radio has done so much. You know, the Mas Chingo radios, you know, Midwest Tejano Radio, Tejano Lives, Kalifazz Radio. I mean, I could keep going on, but internet radio.
I agree with you.
Internet radio, man. Internet radio has brought up so many musicians that all these other stars won't do. I mean, other stations, you know. And Marcus Daniels is well known.
Yeah.
Everybody, when Marcus Daniels shows up in Cathedral City, everybody knew who he was, and that's. But how do you feel? I mean, you know, how do you feel, man? I mean, were you expecting to have that love? Because everybody knew who you were.
Yeah. So let me start out. Let me back up a little bit from where you were saying with internet radio. There's no possible way I could be where I am in my career thus far without internet radio stations. So you know, anytime someone calls me for an interview, anytime they ask me to send music out, I'm on it right away. Because I mean, there are some artists that'll say no just because, you know, with the copyrights and not getting their money from the streams or whatever. But forget that, man. There's no way, because to me it's like right now I think it's the backbone, you know, of the Tejano industry. There's I'm in California, man, and I'm in California and being recognized. So there's no Facebook ain't doing that, bro.
Excuse me.
So
where were you at?
I'm in Kalifazz, man.
You was in
Kalifazz. People are recognized.
He doesn't. Yeah, but so were you surprised with all that love?
Shocked. I was shocked, man. I walked in the door, and for 15, 20 minutes straight before I got to you guys. I was talking to people and taking pictures. And then each time I got up from my chair, I was taking pictures and talking. So throughout the night, periodically, it was happening. And then people who hadn't never heard of me, I'm constantly, I got a line of Facebook requests, and I clicked on them. They're all from Arizona and California.
Wow.
Yeah. And it threw me back. And there's no, I want to pop people in the mouth when I don't even like saying the phrase, and I hate to see it posted. And I don't even like to hear people say Tejano ain't dead. I don't even want to hear that. Well, I don't even want to hear that because it just makes no sense. It's thriving. It's thriving, and internet radio is behind it. So big shout out to anyone who puts their time behind it. Shout out to all the DJs.
And you know what internet radio has done? Not just La Onda, like I said, internet radio has lifted conjunto music. Conjunto music. It's the you guys, the La Onda. I don't know what I would say, but the style that you guys do, your style to me is kick ass. Your voice is fucking awesome. It's awesome, and that's the most exciting thing. I had an issue with when I started 9 years ago on a different station. I didn't know a lot of bands. So I had a relative that knew these people, and dude, I would play their songs, and then like 2 years later, he quit sending me the music, and I call him, hey bro, what's going on?
Yeah.
He goes, well man, you know what, dude, I've decided I won't mention names because honestly, soy mamón, but I don't want to mention names because I better not, I've been watching my other podcasts, and I better just chill out, man. I better chill out because I'm already hated, but what he told me is, I want you to buy that song because I have a family to feed. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't know how much money they make when they buy their on Apple or whatever they buy their music, but. It really pissed me off because they saying I need to make money. Well, they don't realize that a lot of us people like Sidalia, Medina, Juan Mendoza, Jamming Jazz, all these damn
how much
DJs.
Money you're investing,
dude. And another thing what we do is, we have our arguments with our wives or their husbands because. Instead of going out and doing something, we committed to do a show.
Yeah.
And we don't make money, but we do make money when we go outside and for him to tell me, I'm not going to send you no more music. You got to pay. Well, you know what? I won't play you no more. I have not played that person in over 5 years.
Wow.
Honest to God truth, because just because you're in a band, you also have to do your part and appreciate. And like you're saying, you appreciate it. Dee Burleson appreciates. A lot of these vatos appreciate what internet radio does. Because the stations, the AM, FM stations up in Texas, again, I don't want to mention names, but we know what music they play.
Oh, yeah.
Every third song, it's the same band, and the other band, and the other. Why not give the other people a chance?
Yep.
You did Tu No Te Metas. That was a badass song. Ooh, you have so many other songs. That Cumbiaville. You've been recognized to win awards and all this kind of stuff, man. What an honor, man.
But no FM play in the big cities, so.
Right. I mean,
it is what it is. I know thus far who's gotten me there, so, and that's all that matters, and just the little things like going to Kalifazz.
Yeah! He's learning. He's learning.
And knowing, that my music is being heard, that's all that matters.
All right, so we can continue to be a favor to you. Can you give us a little sample of something? I mean, I like to be able to hear it right raw from the source. I know you probably have like a sneak peek or something. We were wondering about the Contiga name on the cross there. What's that all about? Are you working on a new project or something right now?
Well, this is the latest single off of the Cumbiaville CD.
Okay.
There's a music video for it out there, so
okay.
you guys check it out, and hopefully all your fans will go check it out on YouTube. Actually, I really pride myself on the music videos that I put out. Just here in the last year or so, it's been Cumbiaville, Dime Amor, and then the last one here, Contigo. Awesome videos.
Right. Hold that thought real quick.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to put in the Contigo. What's the latest one?
Contigo.
Which one has the music video?
Contigo.
Okay.
All three. Yeah, that one has a video too. I want people to see that.
So we'll put that on our podcast. We'll insert that right here so that you can see that.
Cómo balas la cumbia y cómo meneas tu cuerpo hermosa. Cuando me miras con tus negros ojos negros, me siento enamorado de ti. Ven a bailar esta cumbia conmigo, quiero gozar esta noche contigo. Ven a bailar esta cumbia conmigo, quiero gozar esta noche contigo.
So let's talk about that one video out there when you're in that big ass truck.
Oh,
and the freeway is like backed up. You're going, burr, burr. It's Marcus Daniels. Muévase, cabrones, muévase. What was that song?
It's Cumbiaville.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Vato, did you ever get in trouble with your lady with all those other chicks in that video? Vato, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, and don't say they were models.
Well, I got it. Maybe she was there at the shoot, so watching.
She was.
Yes.
She was.
Yeah.
She hired them.
Come on, bro. You were too busy watching the other girls. You didn't see Cynthia right there.
I don't want to get my ass kicked. Yeah. that video done, and then you did another video. We've seen other videos with you, man. But what other videos have you done?
Dime Amor. That's the I like to call that the tejano novella. That's the one where I get mud thrown in the back of a car.
Wow. We might have to feature that one too.
That's narco shit right there.
Yeah, we like narco shit here at Kalifazz.
Fuck yeah. Once again, we're trying to do a GoFundMe account for the Kalifazz desde el cielo. Because I want to be a narcos. I've been telling my fans and my listeners, I want to be a narco, but I don't want to get shot. But I
don't want to get kidnapped.
I don't want to get kidnapped.
Right.
And then because then I'm not gonna have the beats that my wife makes, but. And then I don't have the money, so if you want to go fund account, I'm setting one up, You know what's funny?
What's funny?
I'm all mellow right now, right? I'm fucking like mellow, because I'm afraid of this dude, man.
Okay, I get it.
Oh no! Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little story. It's time for stories. But
story time. Story time with
Before we
Kalifazz.
continue, I was told by some friends at work, I gotta send a big shout out to the Cisco, to Miguel, to Silo, and all the people from Bob Baker Chrysler Jeep, and a big shout out to our sponsor, Diana Mendoza, realestate.com, and then, what, you got some shout outs?
We've got Negociant Winery in Hillcrest, and we also have a big shout out to Chris Williams at WWC Comedy.
Wow, and let's send a big shout out to the one named Miss Leti Olivares, because Leti Olivares, I think she's out there like in Modesto somewhere out there. It's like she's not even on the damn GPS like that guy back here. Anyways, so we did a Kalifazz showcase 2 years ago before the damn COVID hit us, right? We're in San Antonio, Texas, right? So then, Mr. Marcus Daniels and Dee Burleson, right?
Yeah.
They did like a little contest because Dee, do you remember that? Do you remember that day?
Marcus.
Remember that night?
No.
Come on, at the Kalifazz showcase when Dee Burleson tells you he wants you to move like him.
The contest?
The moves? Oh, yeah, okay.
The moves.
Yeah.
But este vato, his pants were so damn tight. God damn.
Oh,
You know, I wasn't checking him out.
You weren't checking him out?
Dee Burleson said.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But that was the very first time. I know we're changing the subject, but I don't give a damn.
But you're crazy.
But that was the very first time Dee Burleson and this man, they did that duet, you know. Tu no te metas, right?
Yeah.
How was that honor? How did you feel like when you finally met that dude? Because I was excited to see that man.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke with each other a few times through Facebook.
Right.
Never on the phone. So,
wow.
you know, with the guy, so Thoro produced the song, and we sent it to him. He sent the vocals. It got recorded. It got released, and you know, we did a couple of phone interviews, but we never met until at the Kalifazz showcase, and we shake hands the first time on stage there and performed the song. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Dee doesn't like for me to say it, but I remember, you know, going to some shows at like 20 years old, looking up and saying, damn, that's Dee Burleson, you know.
Nice.
But yeah, you know, I was a young buck wanting to be like him on stage. He would just freaking take control of the crowd with all the energy, and people were they were just, you can tell by the look on people's faces, they're just in awe, and he just the way he took control of the crowd. And from that day on, I knew if I ever had the opportunity, I would do it, and I took advantage of it.
Oh man!
You know what? Honestly, I felt the same way, man. I mean, I was blessed. I was blessed that I finally got to meet Dee, someone that I grew up with, you know. But and then when I met Marcus Daniels, kidding aside, all this bullshitting, we talk shit over the phone and all this kind of stuff. But just seeing you in person and what a true professional you are, man.
Thank you, brother.
You know, see, this guy ain't nothing like Dee. This guy's more like this. Vato goes to church every Sunday.
Church on time.
But he doesn't give them money. You know, like the guy goes in and este vato gives a damn $1, you know, for the, and then he asks for change. You know,
He That's good. You need some side.
I put a string on it.
Damn.
Thin fishing string.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, like your voice is so damn smooth. You sang with Explosion, dude. That band was kick ass. They were badass.
Man. I've seen them so many times. It was the first time live, so
yeah,
badass.
I mean, when your voice is so smooth, do you know really what you're singing, or do you just learn the words? Honestly, I do.
That's a good question. That's good because I'm not bilingual, and a lot of people assume it. Even there were some guys there that night. It's just they just go slow down, you know. Like you write it down, and I'm gonna understand it.
So how do you do this? How do you do it? Because you sing them like when you sang you sang like 2 or 3 songs. They always let me sing one, you know, but because he's the show, man.
Yeah, okay.
You know. So how do you do it? How long did it take you to learn a song in Spanish?
How long? It takes about a week. A week, and yeah, you know, and I tell you, if in a conversation, it's not going to happen because I'm not bilingual.
Wow.
Reading Spanish, you know, I understand a lot of it, but I'm not to the point where I'm going to say I'm bilingual.
You're starting to motivate me. You're starting to motivate me now. I'm going to buscar una banda de tejanos y voy a hacer una.
So we went out to we were having a little meeting here at the Kalifazz studios, and the very first time I met him, you know, from another club. So me and him come up here and I go, hey man, let's go do some karaoke because I want to show off and show this guy I can sing, right? Next thing you know, this vato goes out to the karaoke guy and they sing a damn song de los Tigres del Norte. You go, what the fuck?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My brother.
You know, and that's cool, man. That's cool, man. So what's up next for Mr. Marcus Daniels?
I got a couple other projects I'm working on. I'm working with a new producer. I had Gabriel Zavala, and now I have another producer, Eddie Perez, that I'm going to be working with.
Is that from los cumbia? No. Oh my God.
Eddie Perez, he's from La Calma.
La Calma.
Calma.
That's his name, Eddie?
Yeah. Eddie Pettis, yeah, he's the bass player, guitar player. He's the main man there.
Okay,
he produces all the music for them.
Okay.
Grammy Award winner, and so I'm gonna work with him, and I'm also gonna work with Gabriel some more on this last and final CD.
Now you see why I didn't mention names.
Okay, yeah, we can keep rolling.
Ding 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 ding. Yeah, dude. Honestly, man, but no, I mean they're all talented. They're all talented, and so what is the difference between one producer to a different producer with on your music? Do you notice the difference of let's say Guy produces your music, and then is there a difference? Because the voice is the same. The voice is the same. Is there a difference on the producers, music-wise, sound-wise?
Yeah, I think so. Some of the big hitters there. I know a Zavala sound. And I know Eddie Pettis. I know his sound. Mario Ortiz. And I can. There's a sound that they put out. No matter what singer's behind it, there's a feel to the music that they have.
Right.
And I know for Cumbiaville, for the most part, Zavala did like 80% of the CD. Those songs I picked out because I knew they were fit for his style, his arrangements, and I wanted like a party club type of vibe with the full CD.
I saw that.
Yeah,
now, did you write the songs, or were they given to you?
No, I didn't write any songs. On my very first CD, I wrote 2 songs on there, but I'm done writing. There's too many good writers out here. There's too many. And I always any singers that I know, I struggle with it.
Right. And you know what? That's what the music is, because a lot of times, oh my God, Marcus Daniels, that's a kick-ass song, but a lot of people won't mention who wrote the damn song.
Right.
They'll put the big name of the big singer and very small letters the guy who wrote the song, which is not fair. So that's, they don't get their credit. They just make money if there's money to be made. But we do it the right way. I'm with Tech Sound Music. He's a publisher / I don't know if he's going to be a record label soon, but he's on the way. So big shout out to Tech Sound Music. So they if anyone's a songwriter, they should look those guys up, because he has a link for musicians to find good songwriters. Wow.
So you guys should check that out. Aaron Gonzalez with Tech Sound Music.
Isn't it funny how we got Mr. Marcus Daniels, Dee Burleson's stepson, and this guy's all fucking mellow and shit, and then
I'm gonna go cut an album. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna use the Kalifazz Studios right here.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Once again, we're here at the Kalifazz Puro Pichi Party podcast with the one and only. Oh, we forgot that. We already know.
Yeah,
Guy Murray, the funny man, and Kalifazz, but. Again, man, this is awesome. They have such a great artist
and a great artist. Man.
I told
Thank you.
I told Guy, you know what, bro? The other guy, I just wanted to bring this guy into this podcast show. He goes, who? I go, Marcus Daniels. This guy got all excited. He almost turned red.
Purple.
Oh, purple.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't turn.
We don't turn red.
Yeah.
But the reason was,
no red.
What did you do after the podcast from D?
Well, I had to go do some research because Sedalia name dropped Marcus Daniels, D dropped Marcus Daniels. I was like, dang, I better find
Were you expecting him to be a white guy, with the white
They
beard?
already set me up. You set me up with Pajaro Negro.
El Pajaro Negro.
I did my research on Guy Murray too.
Okay.
He's on Pornhub.
I'm on Pornhub.
For midgets.
At the Hong Kong show. Stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an ultimate episode with Marcus Daniels, Kalifazz, here in Kalifazz Studio on the Puro Pichi Party podcast. Oh, God, I hate saying goodnight, but is there something else you got for the people? What else, man? Can we?
Well, I just want to remind people, for not new artists, but struggling artists like myself, check me out on Facebook. It's Marcus Daniels, the Algo Mas Suave. check me out on YouTube. Again, I want to mention the videos. I put a lot of thought. My videos aren't just the normal tejano videos, not walking on the beach or in the park with your old lady. So I got some fun videos out there, some exciting videos. So you guys check me out on YouTube.
Do not lie. Do not lie. His very first video, it didn't go well with his beautiful lady Cynthia. His first video, he was in the beach running and shit in a red Speedo. A red Speedo.
Is that red Speedo?
Yeah, it was a red. I think it was red or purple. I'm not sure what it was, but
you were too busy.
I was looking at his toes.
His toes, okay, in the sand.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I had no toes. I had white boots on.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Marcus Daniels, I want to say thank you, and you're the very first one that I've been mellow on this damn podcast.
You're not even.
Thank you, man. I was nervous about him, guy. I was nervous.
Yeah. Hey, I keep him under wraps.
Well, he keeps kicking me. He keeps kicking me. Don't be nice to my primo.
Yes.
So send a big shout out to all the DJs, all the internet radio stations that have always supported Mr. Marcus Daniels, because we do gotta go, because once again I gotta go pee pee.
Big shout out to all the internet stations all across the United States. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to all the tejano fans out there. You guys have given me what it takes to continue doing this. It's not easy. It's not easy, and it's rough sometimes. But every time I shake a hand, or every time I get a smile, every time I see someone looking confused, is that a black guy or a roofer? No, just a regular black guy. Not a Cubano, just a regular.
He's a Cubano.
I'm a Cubano.
Hey, so that's what people think. So I'm like, no, I'm just regular. Just black coffee, just regular. No spice.
No spice.
So, hey, before I asked you not to mention her name, but before we go, you can send a shout out to you know who.
And me dulce sauce. Big shout out to Sauce Radio. Tejano Lives, thank you for what you do. Thank you for following me and supporting me all these years. Thank you for introducing me to Kalifazz.
That's right.
Yes.
Amigos, once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys had a kick-ass time. Once again, we'll see you next week on the Kalifazz Puro Pichi Party Podcast.
El pi 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 pi.
Your buddy Guy and your buddy Kalifazz. Hasta la vista, baby.
Ciao.
To be on our show, contact Kalifazz. Kalifazz Studio, 760-208-7264. If you want to be on our show on our next episode, get in touch with us today.